everybody who's a Spider-Man fan, if you like Spider-Man, show me your signature pose of Spider-Man. This is mine. So yeah, let me see what you got. So my mother and I just came back from seeing Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, and man, that was a good movie. I liked it. I had no problems with it. I am gonna go off with the basics. I gotta say, it's a long movie. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, so it's a little long, but I didn't mind it because I was engaged into the movie the entire time. You know, I'm a movie guy. I love looking at movies, so I can watch movies for hours. So it didn't bother me. That's what I like about it. And then so yeah, so it's gonna be a review of Spider-Man Across the I almost said the multiverse, getting confused, but it's the Spiderverse. Okay, and this is with Miles Morales. When this is a sequel from the what's the first one? It's Spider-Man something. I think it's Into the Multiverse was the first one. I don't know. I probably done got it wrong. It's been so long since I saw the first one, which was released in about 2018 or so. So that was yeah. So this was a sequel, and this is I liked it. I like this one better than the first one because this one had a lot more action to me, and it was more of a better story. You know, it's so much suspense and a lot more. It was so tense that music was really getting you on the edge of your seat because you weren't sure what's going to happen. But it's playing all that music, you know, having my heart racing. And of course, I am representing Miles Morales, his costume color. And guess what? I got a surprise for you. I have a special guest also, who also is here. I got the real Spider-Man for you. Okay. And as well. And it's Miles Morales himself. And the spirit. Okay. So, how does it feel to play your own movie? How you like it? Huh? I guess I am crazy. So yeah, this is actually this is the game version of Miles Morales, not the actual. Okay, but I just wanted to show the represent as well because it's similar to his costume in the movie. All right. So how can I start this? The movie, I'm gonna say this first. If you have epilepsy, there's gonna be a lot of flashing colors at the beginning of the movie. So is that a problem? You're gonna be twitching and stuff. You can't handle that. I would recommend closing your eyes because those colors flashing. I don't know why this damn camera keeps stopping. As I was saying, if you have a lot of flashing colors at the beginning, it was just mesmerizing and kind of made me mess my eyes a little bit. But the animation was a lot better too in this one. A lot of improvements as well with the detail and the what you call it and the characters. I enjoyed the voice acting. They did an amazing job. All the directors and stuff, and the artists. Wherever the music was on point, I had to mention that as well. I really enjoyed the music. Like I said, the music had me my heart racing. You know, that's so intense. You know, like what's gonna happen next, or something's bad about to happen. Okay. You had so many Spider-Mans and Spider-Womans and girls and boys and pigs and animals. Like, god damn, they all must be from Australia, so it's because there's so many spiders in there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It had so many. They had like a Tyrannosaurus Rex spider. I don't know what they call that, but I think it was spitting spider webs from his mouth or something. But guess what? That T-Rex still has small hands, so he still didn't get an upgrade for that, sadly. Okay. There's so many Spider-Mans and Spider-Womans. There's a lot of them. You know, you had one of the main characters. Who was it? Miguel. That's his name, but it's the Spider-Man 2099 version, which is I gotta say, he was more on the he had a very mean, I want to say a very like a bitter presence. You know what I'm saying? As if like he had a cold chip on his shoulder, especially when he met Miles. And yeah, I guess because I gotta say this, he was a lot more. I guess he understood what happens if the multiverse, what happened? If you don't correct the multiverse or you try to change it, it destroys everything. That's what he's. So he's more like this very passionate. He's passionate about it. I would say that because he's locked in this computer, some kind of computer room, just watching these screens, and it's like this dude doesn't sleep or anything because he's just so watching, taking care of the Spiderverse or the multiverse to make sure everything's in order. Which I understand, that type of stuff. It takes a lot of stress because you're doing, what it takes to keep the Spiderverse from falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he was a very interesting guy. Yes, Stacy. I almost said Stacy. You had dang it, Gwen Stacy. Well, she was dead in the some of the other Spiders, but this one they did at the beginning. They did her little background story. She had like a bad relationship with her father, because supposedly I think because she was because of that Spider-Man died in that universe. So I think it had like a little kind of severed a bond between her and her father, but they made up, So they did her little backstory. It's about 30 minutes for her, which I'm glad they did. They were saying it was boring. I didn't find it. I didn't think it was really boring. I was checking some of the other reviews out saying it was just too long, but I liked it. I have that attention span to just enjoy movies because I love them, like I said. Okay. You had what else can we talk about here? You had the action doesn't really start until like the middle of the movie. Okay, so that's what can I say? That's where you really start seeing the action. Which I wish you had a little action at the beginning, but that's fine. Because if you're a Spider-Man fan, you just gonna like the movie regardless. So, okay. I'm trying to think of what else I missed. There's a lot of Easter eggs in there. So many Easter eggs. They showed a clip of Peter Parker from Spider-Man 1, him and Uncle Ben. They showed that. They showed a Lego Spider-Man, which I wasn't expecting. They had the Prowler, like the real life Prowler. The guy who played I forgot his name, but he played in Spider-Man No Way Home as he was mentioning he had a nephew to look out for. So they had him. They had what other multiverses they had in there? A whole bunch of villains as well that was showing off too. So yeah, they had a lot of stuff in there. I really can't really remember everything. That's what I miss. My favorite scene in this movie was when Spider-Man was that chase scene, and all of these Spider-Man and women and aliens and animals all started chasing after Spider-Man because he didn't want to accept his fate of his dad being killed. So this man, Miles Morales, is one badass Spider-Man. Never seen a Spider-Man dodge about 200 Spider-Mans with all their powers. I mean, he was ducking and dodging and throwing fists and hiding and all this crazy stuff. He even took down Miguel, which is the 2099 Spider-Man himself, by using his wits, which is using his overcharge to break his suit. And this man is a genius. He's like, y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want. I'm not accepting my fate. I'm gonna do everything in my power to fix it. Just like Kratos Kratos don't believe in destiny or fate. He believes in action, and he will not accept defeat. And neither did Miles in this movie. I was very proud of him for standing up for himself and believing in his cause. You know, we all can learn a lesson from that little instance right there. All right, that was my favorite scene. You know, that was a very powerful scene. To me, it was. Okay, even when everyone gained up on him and told him, no, you have to accept this. This is the way it is, which you shouldn't. You always believe that you can change something, even if it's required that you stand alone. Always stand for something, right, Miles? See, he agrees with me. Well, he's a man himself. So yeah, he is. He said, what was that quote he said? He said, what was it? Damn it. Oh, hold on. Let me go. Give me a second. All right. I'm back. I had to make sure it's right. I don't want to quote Miles wrongly for this powerful statement. He said, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. And that's what he did. He did his own thing. He created his own destiny. That's a thing. That inspired me to create my own destiny. Maybe I have to create maybe some gaming or something. That gaming. Yeah. You know what? That gaming. He just inspired me to, you know what? Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna create my own gaming. I'm gonna start doing some gaming. And even got prepared. You got this PS4 controller. It's a red and black, just like Miles. Actually, I custom made this, but whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Miles, that is a good idea. I'm glad you inspired me in that movie. I remember that. Of course, they had Miles' parents had that little. They thought he was going crazy, because he was acting weird. But they don't know that he's the Spider-Man, so they think he's changing, and they're really concerned about him, and that kind of hurted them. It was a little sad, The parents really love their children, so I understand where they were coming from. But also understand where Miles is coming from, to really tell your parents that you're Spider-Man, that not only that, but a lot of people understand, it's not that easy to really tell. If you're a superhero in real life, would you really want your family know that you're a hero, knowing that, how can I say this? It kind of ruins that protection over them. Because, you have to keep your secret identity. You have all these villains coming after you. So, if you tell them that you're Spider-Man, they may just tell someone else, and then it will go downhill from there. So, I believe Miles never told him he was Spider-Man because he just wanted to keep them safe from all these bad ass villains out there who doesn't mind to use his family against him, which is, So I understood Miles as well on that part. And of course, they left you with this big hangover. Not hangover, cliffhanger actually. I know some people were upset about it, but I wasn't upset about that. I'm glad they did it that way because now movies are too predictable, Okay? Like you have these new horror movies. You already know what's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna get killed, or somebody's gonna live, or So I'm glad that they ended it that way. To keep your suspension up, your interest into the movie. To keep you thinking what's going to happen next, ready to come back for the Spider-Man Beyond the Spiderverse. That's the name of the title for the next one, which I don't know what's going to come out, but there's no post credits. So, but if you just want to enjoy the animation at the end for the credits, I enjoyed that as well. They put a lot of hard work into this movie, and I'm glad that it came out. Of course, this is a big one that took me off guard was there is another Miles Morales, but it's not what you think. is more he's like this bad guy now. So he meets him, and actually this Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. He's actually the Prowler. Previous to and Miles Morales, the good Miles Morales universe, where his uncle is a Prowler. But in this universe where he went to the wrong universe, which is Universe 42, where I don't know how to explain this, but the Spider-Man, there was 2099 Spider-Man was telling Miles Morales here that he wasn't meant to be Spider-Man. It was a mistake. He's an anomaly because the Spider-Man, the Spiderverse, the spider thingy, actually came from a different multiverse where that spider somehow came over to the Miles Morales universe, bit him, which caused all this strange stuff to happen, which caused the universe for for Miles Morales to die. Well, Peter Parker's Spider-Man to die in that universe, which caused all this disruption. Okay, so that's what happened with that one. So that's how you got this alternate. So, because in his verse there is no Spider-Man. Well, Universe 42. Okay, so you got to see this Prowler, who is Miles Morales, and his uncle as well, who's alive, and Miles' dad is dead in that Universe 42. Okay, so that was a big surprise for me, and that was freaky too. Also, I think they also caused another problem there, because usually they say that you're never supposed to some type of scientific theory. You're never supposed to see yourself in a parallel universe. That's to cause some type of split in the timeline. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a huge problem, to see that happen. And that's not good too as well. You're not supposed to look at yourself in a different universe. You're not supposed to see each other. So I hope they take that into consideration also, if I'm right. The new villain here, the Polka Dot Man, or Spot. I'm glad that they introduced a new villain. Someone we never heard of, someone who just came out of nowhere. I know in the first movie it was Wilson Fisk. And man, that dude was built like a cinder block. I mean, look at the size of that guy. He was this huge. I'm like, what the hell is this man eating? This dude must be on some type of super drug steroid to get that big, and his neck was, I swear, you have to really have superpowers to beat that guy up. Dude had a double chin. He haven't slept for days, and yeah. So he was a big guy in that. But Spot, I'm glad they introduced Spot, or Polka Dot Man, whoever. I'm glad they introduced him. He's a very interesting villain. I never heard him before, so I'm pretty sure he's probably in the comics. So there's a lot of villains that you never heard that Spider-Man fight, because you don't see them on the movies, you never hear about them. So it's good to bring these unheard villains to light, to show what they got. So, and plus, his main reason that he turned villains because Spider-Man interfered with his life, ruined his life, and now he wants to take revenge on Spider-Man, and now he wants to destroy his life. So yeah, and plus he got tired of Miles calling him loser and being some type of underclass villain. So, so yeah, so there is gonna be a part 2. Gwen had rallied all the old Spider-Mans who helped Miles in the first movie, and they'll come together and save Miles. And I really hope this movie becomes is even better than this one, because each movie has to be better than the first one, because it's the expectation from people. And I hope if they do make it really long, they should keep you engaged in the entire movie. Have a lot of action non-stop, but also have the I could add a little bit more spice to the supposedly boring parts, which I didn't really see that was boring, but it's everyone else's opinion. Okay, but the most important thing in this every movie has a message. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but this movie is not just for kids, also for adults, because it's more of a message that we all can listen to. You know what I'm saying? You know, kids should understand their parents, and your parents should understand their children. You know, you never know what they're going through, like the secrets and stuff. That's what I kind of learned from here with Miles and his parents are going at it. And they're trying to find a middle ground. They think, oh, he's losing his mind. Also with Gwen Stacy as well. She also had an issue with her father as well. And I'm glad they was able to fix it. So there's a lot of messages that are not just for kids, but also for the adults that they can consider consideration. Okay, so this is pretty much my review of Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. I don't do ratings because I don't believe in that stuff. When you go see a movie, it's either you like it or you don't. There's no in between. So I like the movie, and that's all that matters. So as well. So this is it. And of course, here he is, the real Spider-Man right here. So just want to show it off. Alright, so and enjoy the video.
And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.